The influence of this place in popularizing the blues, in popularizing jazz, in popularizing ragtime. The first ragtimes came out of here. All of the things that we think of as American music came from right here on this block. My name is Dan Allen. By profession, I'm a preservation architect, and I'm president of the Historic Districts Council. We're on West 28th Street between Broadway and 6th Avenue. We're in Tin Pan Alley. In 1893, I believe, that the first music publisher moves in. The neighborhood has been around for a little while. It's close to the theater district, so you can do transactions with the musical theater very easily. By the time we get into the late 1890s and right around the turn of the century, there are dozens of music publishers here. It becomes the place to be for music publishing. So each of these converted row houses, which go back to the 1870s, each music publisher, and there were dozens of them in its heyday, would have a house pianist. The name Tin Pan Alley comes from a cacophony of piano after piano after piano after piano, tinny pianos playing away night and day. So those were the pianists of Tin Pan Alley. But the songwriters of Tin Pan Alley were people like Irving Berlin, George and Ira Gershwin, U.B. Blake, people who came of age and made American music at the turn of the 20th century. They all came through here. It was the center of the musical universe. It was the center of music publishing, songwriting in New York. It was really the birthplace of American popular music. A couple of songs that came out of Tin Pan Alley were, of course, the iconic Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Bill Bailey, Please Come Home. Hot Time in the Old Town Tonight. These are songs that you kind of don't even think about. They're so ingrained in American culture. We have the ability in New York City, unlike lots of other places in the world, to preserve not only things that are of architectural merit, but also to preserve cultural landmarks. It's hard for me to imagine a cultural landmark that's more important than this. One of the great things that happens in New York City and other places is preservation by neglect. To really get an idea of what it did look like, you need to look up. Look up at the tops of the buildings that have not been significantly altered. There are a couple of connecting fire escapes, which apparently were ways that songwriters and various musicians went back and forth between different publishing houses. The architecture is really remarkable in its own way. It goes back mostly to the 1870s. These are Italianate row houses that were built for fancy New Yorkers. By the time the 1900 rolls around, these were already a little bit shabby. And so they were reused by songwriters. And what's better than that?